I'm Kathy from Kathy's Trolley Composters. Here we are, we're going to talk about indoor composting with worms. Any container will do, it's creating the right environment. So the worms require a carbon-nitrogen mix. The carbon that we use is shredded paper. Could be leaves, straw, cardboard, drink trays, egg cartons, any combination of your paper products will do. Shred it up and away you go. Then the next ingredient is about a liter of soil, just regular garden soil. The worms don't have teeth, so there's little bugs in the soil that help to break down the food, and then the worms eat the bugs. Next ingredient is 6 to 8 crushed eggshells. Worms breathe through their skin. The eggshells help to balance the acidity or the pH. And the final ingredient is water, about 2 liters of water. Worms can't swim, so you don't want it too wet. You mix up all your ingredients. Before you add your worms, you do a squeeze test. A few drops should come out. If no water comes out, add some more water. If it pours out, if it's too wet, add some more dry bedding. Once you get it the consistency you want, fluff it up. The worms like it moist and fluffy. Add your worms on top. In a bin like this, you would have either a pound or half a pound of worms. Once established, they eat about half their weight per day in food scraps. When you're burying your food, your scraps from the kitchen, it's all your fruit and veg, coffee, tea, pasta, rice, beans, grains, plant clippings, cereal. The more you chop it up, the faster it breaks down, the more the worms can eat. You bury the food in the bedding, make sure it's covered so you don't get fruit flies. 3 to 5 months, you're adding paper, you're adding food. The worms convert this to this. Beautiful black gold, AKA worm poo. Yes, it is. Pure poo. Youpee! And then once your worms have converted all the material, to get the worms out, you do your harvest, dump your bin on a plastic sheet. The worms don't like the light, so they go down into the pile, scoop off the top, scoop around the sides. It's about an hour to do a bin this size. Once you get your worms separated, set up your new bedding, add your worms back in, and use the black gold on your plants. Then stand back as your plants explode with growth. If you don't want to do the harvesting part manually, come on over here. Let me show you the living composter. Look at this beauty. Oh my gosh, yes, it is a stool. A functional piece of furniture. It's a tower composter, so it comes with 2 trays. Look at, there's holes in the bottom of each tray. 2 trays, same idea as your basic kit. You start with your shredded paper. It would be moist, your worms would be here. You bury the scraps in the bedding just like the other unit. Rotate around. When the tray fills up, you take out your empty one, put it on top, set up your new bedding, and the worms will migrate up. You're always only feeding the top. And let me show you what happens. In the bottom, there's a little bin where you can collect your moisture, and there's a tap right at the very bottom. So the tower composter doesn't make it work, it just makes it easier to work. I'm Kathy from Kathy's Trolley Composters. Thanks for tuning in.